my bunnies, it's Sticky's Trinkets here, and today I have for you another polymer clay tutorial. This was a request by, I believe their channel name was Susie Deltaroon. Doesn't that sound funny? But that's their YouTube channel name, can't help that. Either way, if I'm not right, I will put her name right here. And what she wanted me to make was Undyne from Undertale. So I said, heck yeah, I can make Undine from Undertale. And this is the final product of it, and I am actually very, very happy with how she came out. It's just like, to me, I'm not tooting my own horn, but dang near perfect for what I usually like. And, what was I going to say? Oh, I'm having so many brain farts tonight. I also put her on a base, just like all the previous ones, so you can use her as a cake topper. And if anybody else out there ever has any requests for tutorials they'd like to see, just hit me down in the comments below, or message me on Instagram, or comment on something on Instagram and say you'd like a tutorial. I'd be happy to make tutorials for anybody. I mean, you guys literally are my channel. You make my channel, so of course I'm going to make tutorials for you. I'll take any request. Even if it's really hard, I will try my best. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to look great, but I will try. I have a certain style, and it goes better with animals and monsters and mythical creatures and things. But, you know, everybody's different. Excuse me. But this tutorial is pretty easy to follow along, and very minimal clay colors, might I add, compared to some of the ones I've done in the past. And, yeah, I mean, I think this is like intermediate level on difficulty. And let's give her one more quick little spin just for you guys out there. There we go. And again, I hope you like this tutorial. To Susie, who requested it. I believe that was who it was. Again, I'll post your name somewhere in the video. And thank you guys so much for watching. That's enough talking. Let's get into this tutorial. See you there, my bunnies. Alright, for this tutorial, you'll need the following colors: elephant gray, this blue color that escapes me, red, and black. I also added the light sky blue color from Sculpey 3 as well, but I forgot to put it in, so here it is here. So we're going to start with the elephant gray color that we have, and you're going to take about half of what you see right there on the top and roll that into a ball. Ooh, my throat. That sounded rough. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and roll this into a giant teardrop shape, the usual. And then after you roll it into a teardrop shape, press it against your work surface very gently yet firmly to make it flat on the bottom but still keep its shape integrity. Then tilt it to the side and cut it about a quarter of the way to where you still have a quarter of the bottom left. And then go ahead and set the other scrap pieces to the side, or roll them out and make these two balls right here. They're about a ½ inch in diameter. These are going to be her legs, so you're going to roll these in the long teardrop shapes, as you can see right here. Then you're going to need to cut the tops off at a biased angle from the left into the right, and then cut the bottoms off straight. Then once you're done, take both of them and bend them to where it looks like she's bending at the knee. You can do a different pose than what I do, but this is just what I chose because I wanted a warrior-like pose. It didn't end up like that. She just looks cute to me. Anyways, go ahead and attach that to the body on the sides. I just wanted to show you the front and the back so you can kind of get an idea of where the pants should be attached to the torso. Next, we're going to do the black color clay. Oh my lord, that was all wrong. And roll out a ball that's about 1 inch in diameter. And just like previously, we are going to roll this into a very fat teardrop shape. This is going to be her upper torso. So, just like with the other one, we're going to cut it, but we're going to cut the top and we're going to cut the bottom, as you can see right here. Then, to make sure you have good integrity in the sculpture, take some metal wire. I use floral wire. Just cut a few pieces to keep the body standing upright. It helps when you're baking it so it won't collapse. Then just stick that on very gently so that the wires don't move around. You can even add a little bit of glue if you want to. Even better integrity that way. Next, we're going on to this Primo blue color. And I'm going to go ahead and pre-roll all the balls out that I need for this. And that's all of these right here. The largest one is what we're going to start with first, which you're going to see me pointing at the one we're starting with first. I just do that to be specific. And we're going to make this into the head. So you're going to roll it into an egg shape by rolling it back and forth between your fingers or palms very gently. Then take it and lay it on the work surface, and the more narrow end, press it down against the surface with your finger. Not too hard, or you'll just smush the ever-loving life out of it. Once you get done, it should look like this. It creates like a caved-in shape, and the back side should be flat, and we want it like that. Next, we're going to make her neck, so you're going to take this little ball at the very end of the stack, and you're going to roll this into a teardrop shape, a very narrow one, and a small one at that. And then you're going to do like we've done before, cut the bottom of it off and cut the top of it off, just like this. And just like with the torso, we're going to add another piece of metal wire to make sure her neck and head will stay on, so make it pretty long so it'll go into the head too. And then just take the neck piece and push it down on the wire. As you can see, there's a little blue on the top. That just shows that I just kind of fed it down the line. Next, go ahead and put the head on. Don't glue it on yet. You need it to be removable so you can work with it more easily. Trust me. Next, we're going to go on to her arms. So these are going to be the two balls that you saw in the in the middle, and they're about medium size. Roll these in a very long teardrop shapes. By the way, new cutting board. You like that? Looks so clean and pretty. And then just take the bottoms and cut them off flat. And then I didn't show it here, but I just pressed it against the work surface at the top where the round parts are to make it, flatter. And then just stick that onto the body, like so. Positions the arms however you like. I'm doing it like this so she can hold her staff, but it's whatever you want. Next, we're going to make her hands, so we're going to start with these two little balls right here. And I wonder what we're going to do. Roll them into teardrop shapes. Woohoo! Teardrop shapes make everything. Isn't it crazy? So many different things come from one shape. Then you just flatten them out very gently on your work surface like we did prior with the head. Just press them down so they're still round on the top but flat on the bottom. Then just cut the bottoms off of both of them, try to make them the same size. Next, take a dotting tool or some kind of sharp tool to indent the fingers. Just roll it so it rolls to indent 3 little nubs. And then I just take a little tool and curve it around that to make the hands curve in, because it's going to be holding the staff, so you need the curve. This is going to be the hardest part. Go ahead and stick the hands on the arms, detach them from the body, and blend them till they're seamlessly blended, which even this isn't seamless, but be very, very gentle and very patient with this step. Next, I took some scrap clay and just held up the staff where I wanted it to be at. You'll see later that I changed the position and put a little bit of glue on the hand so it would stick to the staff. Just like so. As you can see, it's standing freely now. Next, we're going to go on to that light blue color clay that I mentioned earlier that I forgot to put in the original picture. And we're going to roll out just one small ball of clay. That's all you need. And it's not even quite half an inch in diameter, so it's very, very small. Then just roll it out to where it's still pretty thick. You don't want it to be too skinny or it won't be able to go onto the staff, because you're going to cut this into a triangle shape and then cut a triangle shape out the bottom of it. And this is going to be the tip of the staff. And then you just slide it down on there very gently. Next, we're going to do her mouth. So just go ahead and take that back off. And I just used the pointed tool and indented a very crooked smile. You can make it a toothy smile like she does in the game, but I just went for a closed one because it's more simple. Next, for her eye, I'm using a gold plastic acrylic bead, which we'll have to take out before baking. You can do a real eye out of clay. It's whatever you want. Next, we're going on to red, so leave those 2 blue balls to the side. Here's all the different red color balls we're going to need, and we're going to start with that teensy-weensy little one right here. And you're going to roll it into a very pointed teardrop, very small one at that. Sorry, the pictures are blurry on some. My phone's being stupid. And then just take it and kind of bend it like a rainbow shape so it looks like she's a little more angry, and place it right above her eye. Next, we're going to make the back of her head or her hair. You're going to take this ball and very gently but firmly press it against your work surface so it'll stay domed and round on the top but be flat on the bottom, just like this. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and take the head back off the body so it's easier to work with, and stick it onto the back of that, and using your X-Acto blade, blend it into the head very gently. Be very patient and gentle. See how nice it looks? Just be very gentle and patient, and it'll work well with you. I'm choking, apparently. I'll get some of this water. Better. And next we're going to use these 2 big balls that I had down here. We're going to roll these into teardrop shapes. Then press them with your index and thumb so that they bend up. These are going to be her feet, so repeat that with both of these. And then just cut them off, just like I did here. and put the excess to the side or back in the pack, you know what I mean. Then tilt the feet over and press them flat so that they'll be flat on the bottom part. And then just go ahead and get some glue and glue it to the pants legs that you had down at the bottom. Beautiful. Next, get your dotting tool or X-Acto blade and indent lines for the bottom of the soles of the feet. Shoes, not feet. Oh my lord. Next, we're going to make our ponytail, so you're going to take this slightly small ball of clay right here and just roll it out into a pointed shape on both ends. Not a teardrop shape, make it pointed on both ends. Then just cut it off where it gets kind of up to the fatter part, and then just go ahead and stick that right on the head and curve it how you want. This is the picture. I used a reference picture and it looked like this, so just do however you like. Use a reference photo, have it open in the other tab, it'll help you out a lot. Next, we're going to do her ears. So you're going to take these 2 red balls and roll them into teardrop shapes. And you're going to go ahead and take whatever type of tool you have and roll them out nice and flat. Then I always use a tool that I got from a set to cut them out, the half moon shapes, but you can do that with the X-Acto blade too, it just takes more time. Or just like a cap or something that's curved. Then I just cut the backs off so they'll be flat on the backs. Next, we're finally going to go back to these little blue balls, and you're going to take these 2 blue balls and break them up into thirds. So cut each of them into 3 pieces, just like right here. Then you're going to roll these back in the balls, and then roll them into very narrow, thin teardrop shapes, just like this. We're kind of creating that webbed ear that she has. This is very hard right here too. Then just go ahead and put it right on the ear and repeat for all 3 of these. And then the excess, cut it off each one by one. Then move on to the next one. Cut the excess off. Next one, cut the excess off. Until you've gotten this. Perfect. And once you got that, get a little bit of glue, just a very small amount, and dab it right onto the head. And voila, now she has ears. Gorgeous, right? Next, we need to go back to our black clay real quick to make her eye patch. So you need a very teeny weeny ball and a slightly bigger ball for the string. The teeny weeny one, you're just going to press it with your X-Acto blade to where it flattens out into a round circle, and then just using your fingers make it into a triangle type shape, just like this, and put the pointed part closer towards her cheek. Then you're just going to roll out some very thin black clay, like this, and then just connect it around the head. Voila! And now you have an eye patch. I make it sound so simple, but it takes time and practice. Trust me, it doesn't come in a day. Then using your dotting tool or X-Acto blade, just indent to make it look like she's wearing denim jeans. This is just a little something extra for detail. And take the eye back out. Like I said, we can't bake it in there. Now I baked mine in a metal pan at 350 degrees for 12 minutes in a gas oven. If you have electric, do it for 9 minutes. And then I just took some black acrylic paint and painted the wooden base that I had her on. And then I took my Loctite glue and my E6000. The Loctite glue I used to glue her eye. The E6000 I glue her to the base with. Next, just get your glaze out after the glue is fully dry and glaze it with 2 to 3 coats of glaze. And then I took some very light blue, cotton blue acrylic paint and painted that toothpick. And she's done! Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you guys like this tutorial. Like I said in the beginning, if you want any suggestions or anything, feel free to just give me a shout out and let me know what you like. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye, my bunnies.